Costello and the Attractions. Now, after 8 years apart, you and the Attractions back together again earlier this year. Now, why was that?
Well, I had these songs that little by little, it became obvious they were the guys to play them. And that was really the way we got together in the first place. You know, I've done a bunch of different other things that I've been glad to do. I've been to America, made some records over there. I did the Juliet Letters in collaboration with the Brodsky Quartet. Then I started writing rock and roll songs, pop songs that needed a combo. And they're the best combo on the planet. And as I haven't been picked to be an astronaut yet, that was it. We didn't want to make a big headache for ourselves, sort of, oh, they've got back together, they've got to top the records they made before, because it doesn't matter to us. We can play the old songs, and that's what we do in the show. We do, Brutal Youth was the new record, and we've got a best-of record just come out, so a lot of those are familiar again to people.
Isn't it boring, really, having to thrash out things that you wrote maybe 10 years ago?
I have had 8 years off doing them, so they're fresh again, a lot of them, and if I don't feel that way, then I just don't play them. I think we only pick the songs that we feel something for. Plus, we've also got a lot of songs. So we could stay on stage for a week and never repeat ourselves, There's 300 songs to choose from.
And it's from those 300 songs that Elvis has distilled his best-of album and video. Is it strange for you looking at the very best of the video, looking back at yourself,
Well, it's a bit like looking at some Buster Keaton movies, The first three were just done in a room about this size with a white background, and we just leap around for the length of the tune. So there was a lot of thought went into that one, Then we actually went for some dance.
Practically identical.
Yeah, we went for some dance lessons at one point, which were really hilarious. And we had this guy. Yeah, well, we said we did this record, Get Happy, where we did sort of R&B tunes. I said, let's spoof doing like Smokey Robinson, The Miracles kind of routine. And so the guys were lined up, with this guy going 1, 2, kick, 1, 2, kick, and all this. And I said, well, Smokey never actually did any of the steps. He just stood there and sang. So I just sat there and sort of getting sozzled on a bottle of wine and watched them kind of like endure this torture.
Does it get harder to keep writing songs, keep finding a new, fresh?
Well, you got to look for a new way to write, new way. I've written a lot of story songs in the last few years, where I haven't put myself in the centre of the song, because it sometimes can seem a little self-indulgent to be seeming to be writing about your life, like here's my wounds, But I wrote long songs for a few years. Now, most of the songs I've written this year, most of the new songs I've written are all about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes long.
The band are touring throughout the country, but every Friday night in November, Elvis and the Attractions will be belting it out at the Shepherd's Bush Empire.
Some people come to a couple of the shows. They might come to more than one of the London shows. And we try and do a different set each night. We never play the same show twice. On the stage, each night can be the best version of that song you've ever played. It's your job for the 2 hours or an hour and a half that you're up there to do the best that you can with the material you've got. Now, we've got a head start on a lot of people. We've got a lot of good songs, and the band are really good. I'm a bit of an amateur on the guitar, but I make a sort of an attractive enough noise in the context of the songs, although I don't think I get a job with anybody else.
Yes, Elvis Costello and the Attractions take the stage at Shepherd's Bush Empire every Friday in November. Tickets £15.50.